Hello all. And while I'm new to the Hot Wheels hobby, I tend to get obsessed with the new hobbies that I get into. And the thing with Hot Wheels is that while at first it looks random, like for example, just someone not in the hobby will go to the store like at Walmart and see cars on the shelves. They on the pegs, they won't know that comes from a specific case. But of course, you and I who watch these videos and are more into the hobby know that if you see a specific car, that comes from that specific case, and it won't return like in 3 months from now, right? At that same retailer, stuff like that, right? So we know. But it actually goes deeper than that. And when it comes to chases, like for example, this here has 4 cases of the Silhouette series, car culture series, the one with the McLaren black chase. Sadly, the case you have in the store, you may not have a chance at all of getting a case, or it may be a guarantee, because within the distribution level, they do keep track of which cases have chase or not, because there's a whole separate there is a separate assembly line for that chase car. So at a certain point within the loading up into the pallets, there's still a record of it. And so what that means is that some pallets shipped out will have no chance of chases. Like you can just go to all the Walmarts in your area, be the first there, and no matter what, you just won't find a chase. However, other people, it'll be just Chase City. And I'll prove it to you now. This here will have a chase. How do I know? Because in Canada, the pallets that were received to this distributor had chases. So that's how I know that this will have a chase, and I'll prove it to you now. So yeah, chases sadly are not random. I mean, sad for some, good for others. In this case, will be good for me. I'll prove it to you now. All right, so let's open this up. Right, like no edits, nothing. Okay. Okay. And if there's nothing, then that's just egg on my face. I don't mind. So, start with this here, right? It's the Silhouette series. Let's open this up, have some fun. And there you go. Look at that. Nostradamus. Me. Chase. Right away. $100 car right there. Guaranteed. This is not a joke, guys. I knew I was getting one. This was guaranteed. Okay? Chases are not random. Part of me felt like ending the video then and there and letting chaos ensue. But I realize I may owe you a bit of an explanation by what I mean by it's not random. What I mean, I'm referring to true randomness. Meaning that, let's say you find a case in the store, right? Is there an actual odds that you'll find a chase? I see online something's written like 1 in 4, maybe 1 in 10. That's the number I'm referring to. That's BS. Okay? There is no true randomness like that. Like that. The way it works is that because these are on a separate assembly line, like I said, I mean they're made at a different time than others. That gets amplified. So that means that there will be a difference in when it's loaded up. There will be a difference in the pallet. There will be a difference in when it's been shipped out. And that's what I mean by a lack of randomness at that level. Overall, worldwide, there's probably maybe 25% of all the McLarens that are made are a black chase. But that has nothing to do with the odds of you actually getting a black chase when you open up a case. By the time the case gets to you, the odds have already been predetermined. And in this particular case, I knew that I'd be getting a chase because the national distributor that received these opened up a few boxes and showed us that a chase was possible. And it was also a high likelihood of it because they opened up a few of them. So that's how I knew. It was just to show you that, sadly, it's not random. So let's say you go to the store and you find, you're lucky enough that they're restocking and you find 3 unopened cases and you open them up and there's no chase. That doesn't mean that now you have a higher chance of the next one that you will open up would have a chase because, if it's 1 in 4. No, sadly, it's the opposite. If you were to open up 3 and they don't have chases, now that's a good indication that the pallet that your region received did not have cases with chases in them, and that's what I wanted to that's what I wanted to express, right? And obviously, in my case, it worked out the opposite, so I'm very happy about that. But at the same time, it means that things are lopsided. So, like locally, while this online may be worth a lot, at the local level, trading it, they'll be more frequent, so it'll lose that level. So I guess if I have several black chases, I have to trade them at an international level. We'll see. I didn't open up the other ones. I proved my point with the first one that came in, because the way we did it is that I ordered for friends of mine all at the same time, so we could save on the shipping. So I'll let them, like I said, there's probably chases in those too. So I'll let them have the fun of opening it. Anyways, just wanted to precise what I meant by the lack of randomness. And yeah, sadly, there is no true randomness. The odds you see online are BS. Your pallet either will have a large amount of chases, a slight amount, or just no chases at all. And yeah, that's what I mean by a lack of randomness. And on this note, I wish you all a lovely day, guys, okay? Bye.